Hey guys, Tactical.
Nicole Sauce.
Hi. So, we're here today to talk about Principle Free. This is a fun one.
Principal free 3 is a free. Principal free is a fun one. Are we gonna start over? I can barely hear you right now. Is your mic pointed funny?
Let me see if I can tweak it.
Racking, fracking, mic, racking, fracking. Oh, that's loud.
That went down the wrong pipe.
What?
That went down the wrong pipe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you shouldn't breathe liquid. Not advisable.
I'm using my other tripod to dry peppers.
I hung biltong in the cabin this time so dogs don't get it. I also
Nice.
accidentally aged it for 48 hours.
And thank you for saving me earlier, by the way.
From what?
The Filipinos.
Oh, did I save you?
Yes, they were very talkative.
Is that bad?
When I have other stuff that I need to do, yes. But you gave me an excuse to leave, so.
Huh. When that mic's closer to you, you're easier to hear.
I'm about to see what we can.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on the pig while you do this. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, all organs go to Brett. Sorry, that was very important. All organs. Brett's getting ready to go.
How is this?
Better.
What if I turn my head like this?
It's okay.
All right. Good.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna blow my nose, and we'll be good. Right? We're gonna be
Yes.
good.
We're gonna be good.
Again.
Yes, sir.
You can call me sir.
Why not?
Hey guys. Apple.
Nicole Sauce.
Hi. We're here to talk about a fun one today. Principle number 3.
Hey, I'm pretty sure principle 3 is not as hard as principle number 11 or whatever.
Well, we're saving that one for last.
No, that's why we're set. Good point. Good point.
Yeah. But care of your family, yourself, and others. It sounds simple. Usually isn't.
That first part's really hard.
Yeah, it can be. And I mean, I don't think a lot of people do a very good job with it. Honestly, I know even at times I struggle with it.
Yes, you do.
I mean, kind of with my job, one of my biggest things is just getting home from work and like eating dinner, eating, drinking water. I mean, I get busy at work and I'll forget to take a piss, much less drink water. It's kind of important. So, I mean, the starting point on this one has always just kind of been remembering to take care of yourself.
You know why you need to take care of yourself?
Because if you don't, you're going to die.
That and like on an airplane, when they tell you the oxygen mask comes down, what do you do first? Do you put yours on or your kids on?
Oh, yeah, you always put yours on first.
Why do you put yours on first?
I was about to go there. Most people don't understand, like, a lot of times, if there's an explosive decompression on a plane, all the oxygen is getting sucked out of your lungs. So
that sounds really uncomfortable.
Just a little bit. But if you don't put your mask on first, you're going to pass out, and then you're not going to be able to help your kid. And,
yeah.
I mean, there's a saying within a lot of life-saving services that you can't save anybody if you're dead. So it's kind of important that you take care of yourself first, because you're not going to be able to help anybody else otherwise.
Yeah, and that's why this time of year, like all of the charitable asks that are going on for you to give money, if you don't have the money to give, even though there are starving children in Africa, it does not help if you bankrupt yourself, because next year, if you are bankrupt, you really can't help. And so it's kind of, it's the same as the oxygen mask. So care of yourself, I think it's really hard, especially for people who like to focus on stuff. like principle number 2, because it's easy to be so focused on your end goal that you forget to take care of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you can't take care of yourself, can you take care of your family?
No. And I think, you know, we're going to move on to the family part. That's something that should be pretty obvious, but I think a lot of times in life it's not. People get focused on this or that or the other, or I've got to do this thing, it works, next career, but you miss, you know, everything from the kids' soccer game to their graduation to the fact that you're just never there, or when you are there, you're distracted, and so you're not paying attention to them, and it will impact the psyche of a child. It will affect the marriage in one way or the other.
Yeah.
So remembering to pay attention to that type of stuff is kind of important.
Right. And you're about to go home to take care of your family, aren't you?
I actually am. Um, there's a situation at home, and do I need to be there for this? Probably not, but it's a good idea.
They'll remember if you were there or not.
They will. Oh, believe me. Believe me. My mother got at me one time because I had only been home for 2 Christmases over the last 10 years. I've been home for at least 3. She rattled off I was every single year for the last decade for Christmas. She was right. I had only been home for 2.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. My thing with this whole situation that I'm getting ready to go home for is, I mean, I'm not going home for me. I'm going home for my family so that I can be there for them, so that I can help if there's something that needs to be done that they're having issues with. I can try to take care of that. I'm not going home for me. I'm going home just to try to take care. And this is extremely short notice. This is actually costing me quite a bit of money. My plane ticket for this was a little pricey.
Yeah. But what are you doing to take care of yourself while you're there? Because sudden trips are easy to then forget the first part of the principle.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. This is one of those where I kind of make this up on the fly, but usually in situations like this for me, just because of my personality type, I need a couple of hours or a day or something to get somewhere by myself.
Yeah.
And just not have to worry about being around anybody else, just let my brain process all the information that it needs to process and just kind of chillax.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get that time built in there. I know you also shipped yourself a diffuser.
I did. Oh, that should be a whole side video.
Yeah. I pestered you until you did it, and you looked annoyed right before you did it.
So several friends apparently got me a diffuser.
Yep.
And I think I can justify by calling it life changing because it definitely has improved my sleep, my breathing, my respiratory problems. It's legit. And so I ordered a second one that should be a little more compact that I'll be able to have. I'll probably leave it at my parents' house because anytime something like this goes on, my parents' house is always like the basic operation. Well,
Yep. So that is part of taking care of you, because if you go home and end up with upper respiratory problems over Thanksgiving, that's going to suck.
yeah, it would.
And then you get back to your job and you're ragged because your upper respiratory problems have been keeping you awake. So, who is family?
That's a big, it depends. Is, I mean, kind of on the flip side of that, something I throw around a while back was the fact that you're blood kin. So just because, we're blood related doesn't make you family. But just because you're not blood related doesn't make you ain't. So, I mean, there's a number of people that I would consider family, even though we aren't blood related. You probably being on the chief one.
Okay. Well, I know last week I had a really hard drive home and you hung out with me basically digitally for what, 12 hours? 10 hours?
I don't even remember. You left late,
I left at 10, so 10 to 7.
something like that.
Yep.
You stopped, something like that. No,
I don't know.
it was the Indian restaurant place closed 9:30.
Yeah. We are having internet connectivity issues, dude. Um, what's going to happen right now, if you can hear me, is that we're going to take a break and we're going to pop back in at what is family because the internet got so bad I could not hear you. Can I hear you now?
Yeah, I was trying to make it through it, but it's still. Now you're like move your head.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah, no, still lag.
Oh, there you are. That was funny. It was like near far. You like showed up.
You think it's yours or mine?
I think it's mine. Okay, is that better? You comfortable doing an edit halfway through?
Yeah, if we can get this thing to not act up, just come back in and be like, so cut there because like technical issues. But continuing on.
Okay. I stopped syncing with Dropbox. That might make a difference. I closed everything. Oh, but InDesign is still up. Okay. Okay. So what are we doing? What? Who?
Where do we need to go back to?
Okay, so let's go back to who is your family?
Okay. And I'm
You
gonna
want me to
start.
start?
Yeah, I'll start here in a second. I'll just start with the just because your blood don't make you kin part.
Okay. Am I supposed to say the first thing? I can't remember now.
No, I'll get it.
Okay, because I can ask the question.
You want to ask the question?
I will ask the question.
Okay, so I'll start and say that technical issues, and then you can ask the question.
Okay.
All right, guys. So apparently we had some technical issues, and like everything went completely like laggy happy. So, jumping back into it.
So who is your family?
Um, that's a big it depends because I had kind of the opposite end of that spectrum. I said for a long time, just because you're blood don't make you family. And on the flip side of that, just because you're not blood doesn't mean you're not family. I've got a number of people that I'm a lot closer to than people who are blood relatives.
Right.
And I mean, you're definitely among them.
Well, we know this.
Yes.
There's a reason you hung with me for like 10 hours when I was driving from Dallas on Sunday.
Yeah. That was definitely a little.
Yeah, I mean, under the care of family and others, whichever one I am, you were there making sure I didn't drive off the road and die by talking to me about probably pretty inane stuff. I'm going to guess half the time. It's like, is she still awake? And you're the one who convinced me to pull over and get a hotel. And I was like, yes, but I need to have a safe hotel. So what'd you do?
Oh, that was an easy. Get on Google, spend 2 minutes looking at it, and be like, okay, what do you want?
That's always hard to ask somebody what they want, but a clean bed was the answer.
Yeah. So it didn't take long to narrow that down. And then also knowing that like your preferences in food, it didn't take long to be like, oh, that's probably where she's going.
Yeah, pretty much scoped out all the restaurants nearby, and that was pretty helpful because I ended up eating healthy food that didn't make me sick because I probably would have ended up at O'Charlie's having a greasy burger, which would have made me then really queasy the next day. And the next day was a big day for me.
Yeah, you did have a lot going on.
Yeah, this week for sure.
Yeah.
So then, how do you go from family to others?
This one is kind of like, for me, karma's a thing. You can call it whatever you want. Karma, what comes around goes around. You get what you dish out. Call it whatever you want to, but it's a thing. I've seen it far too often. And one of the prime examples that I have from this was a friend of mine named Scott. I was living in North Carolina, and he is an absolutely awesome dude. And there was stuff that he needed done that I just go over and help him. I didn't
Yeah.
ask for return, but at the same time, when he knew that I needed help getting a safe into my house, he drove his front end loader like 5 miles down the road, which takes a long time for front end loader. And he used the front end loader to pick my safe up and set it on the second deck so we have to drag it up all the stairs. And then when a couple of months later, when he was going to put in a commercial septic system so he could open a restaurant, I just went over there and I helped him. Like, it's it's the way it should be with people. It goes back to the whole like crazy thing, where the community just comes together and does. I love the Tennessee GSD crew right now. Exactly what they're doing.
Oh yeah, the GSD. Well, half of them are here right now butchering a pig or two pigs. So I am not butchering pigs right now because there were too many people butchering pigs, which is fine. And we've already made like one of the main dishes for the spring workshop out of one of the pigs. And they just came out and, you know, went into processing mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to get too graphic on your video, but.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
care of yourself, your family, and others is in that order for a reason then.
Oh, absolutely.
So you take care of yourself so you can take care of your family. And if you do that well, you have something left to take care of others. Kind of what goes around comes around.
Exactly.
Cool.
I don't think there's much more you can beat up on that.
Nope.
All right. Well, I guess until next time.
Till next time, have a good trip home.
All right.